What's up, everybody? Welcome to Mactastic Site. I got a very serious show to do right now. It's Mel Gibson is coming out and accusing Oprah Winfrey of being involved with children drug trafficking, children trafficking. Okay, and not just her, the elite of Hollywood. All the names that we don't know and stuff like that, and names that we do know. Uh, Rockefeller, rich man. He has his hands are in it. Mel Gibson is throwing it all out there, and I haven't heard a lot of this, and I want to get it straight from the horse's mouth, Mel Gibson. And so, without any further ado, let's do this.
When I came over here, I was in my mid-20s.
Right.
The first time I really came over. I had a whole bunch of weird paranoid suspicions.
I believe that they gave me a raw deal because this industry is a monster. It's the same monster that these Me Too was trying to tell you about.
About what the hell was going on, because there was a lot of stuff I couldn't understand.
Right.
Mel Gibson reveals the truth behind Oprah's evil schools in Africa. Over the past few weeks, the Hollywood elite has been in the spotlight, with many controversies involving their members. And right now, Mel Gibson might have revealed one of the biggest secrets. One of the world's greatest idols, Oprah Winfrey, might not be who we all think she is. In Mel Gibson's movie Sound of Freedom, he might have just pulled the covers on the truth behind Oprah's evil schools in Africa.
I wanted to get on this video because this is important, man. The children are our future. And so, it's not right. And if Oprah, a billionaire that we made her, is involved in this, she can eat a fucking shit sandwich and die.
But the question is, what is it that he has actually revealed? And better yet, how is everyone reacting to it? Well, let's find out. Right now, all everyone is talking about is Mel Gibson's revelations in the film Sound of Freedom.
Sound of Freedom. Mel Gibson made another movie, Sound of Freedom. Same actor that played Jesus in his last blockbuster about Jesus Christ in the last hours of his life. And he won all kinds of awards for that, and it was a beautiful Passion of Christ, that's what it's called, and it was a beautiful made movie. And then after that, he got some bad publicity on because he said to his wife she was dressed so provocatively that she would be raped by a pack of ends. I don't want to say the word. And then someone recorded that, which was her, I think. Yeah. She recorded that and then played it to the media that he said the word nigger. No offense to anyone out there. I'm just trying to verify on what they said. He said a pack of niggers. Now, if you really want to get deep into it, the word nigger, it stands for a dirty person. The reason that black people were called niggers is because of the color of their skin, obviously, and that they look dirty when in most cases they were not. So that's where they got the word, the N-word. I don't say it, nigger. That's where they got it. I bet you didn't know this either. The word cracker came from the whip that the whip made when they whipped it at the slaves. That's where the word cracker came from. It's not from the damn saltine. But let's not stray off of what the big issue is. The issue is not racism. The race is not that. It's this. I was just trying to take up for Mel Gibson a little bit. Okay, he meant a pack of dirty people. That's what I believe. He is from Australia, and they think way different over there. The word nigger is used in its right vocabulary. It's used as a dirty person.
Supposedly pulled the curtains back on the Hollywood elite. exposing
I'm
their
telling the truth.
involvement
Check it
in
out.
human trafficking. However, it gets even more shocking. It so happens that Oprah Winfrey has been caught in the middle of all these claims. As we all know, Hollywood is a place filled with nothing but controversies and scandals. And now recently, one movie has managed to stir up a lot of controversy over Oprah Winfrey and the Hollywood elite. Alejandro Gomez Monteverde directed a movie, Sound of Freedom, that seems to have delved into the truth behind illegal human trade.
That's the
The
same
movie
actor
is
that
said to
played
have revealed
Jesus
some of
on
the
Passion of
shocking
Christ.
methods that the elite use to capture innocent victims and bend them to their will. However, this movie has been kept on the down low and it has not received as much buzz as expected. It seems as though there are some forces that have tried to keep it under the radar, given that it has not even been featured in cinemas. This raises
Okay, they don't want to say it for some reason. It's Netflix, Hulu, Prime Video that is not letting them use their platform to launch their movie, Mel Gibson's movie. And so why this needs to be out. This needs to be seen. Well, now why wouldn't they help? They're getting paid. Why would they want to cover up children trafficking? Maybe what everything Mel Gibson is saying is true.
as many questions because you would expect a movie featuring such a big star as Mel Gibson, who is also promoting it, to be everywhere. But how is this possible? This might be because of the message that the movie bears. To understand this, let's take a look at the movie. Mel Gibson plays the lead role in portraying the true story of Tim Ballard, who was an ex-government agent. Tim Ballard is said to have left the government and started his own underground operation dedicated to saving children who were being taken for illegal human trafficking. When you follow along with the film, you learn some of the horrors of this industry, aiming to raise awareness among people and encourage them to take action against it. With such a strong message, you would expect such a movie to be featured on some of the major streaming services like Netflix, Amazon, and Hulu. However, all these platforms refuse to feature the movie and give it exposure. This is quite
Why?
weird because
Why?
these platforms always look for the next big movie to show the world. So the question is, how is it that no major streaming service wants to show the movie? Could it be that the message has hit some nerves and some people are trying to cover it up? As if that wasn't enough, most celebrities who are always campaigning against such agendas have remained rather silent about this movie. It seems the Hollywood elite has decided to keep a blind eye on the movie, which supposedly exposes one of their deepest secrets. This movie has received very little support from most of the influential figures. And with this, there are even more questions about their true commitments to social justice and human rights. However, there is more to it than you think. Initially, Sound of Freedom belonged to Disney, which acquired the rights after merging with 21st Century Fox back in 2019. However, the movie never really made it to the big screen as the company kept it hidden. This has left even more questions than you would expect. There are rumors that there is a deeper motive as to why the movie was kept under wraps. The same goes for why the movie has not received as much promotion as expected. And according to allegations, most streaming services knowingly disregarded the movie because they didn't want to expose the truth behind child abuse and human trafficking concept being featured. It is said that they didn't want the entire world to know about it.
So many people are going to want to turn their heads to this movie. They don't want to know. Just like with aliens. They don't want to know. They like their life mediocre. They like to be lied to. It keeps their mind level with the lies and the truth. The government does a very good job until now, until it's starting to crumble. So, yeah. I forgot what I was saying, so.
It. But could there be people behind this? All these philanthropists you see out here might not be who you think they are. Some of these big shots call the shots behind the scenes, engaging in even darker activities than we could ever imagine. One of these elites, which has been known over the years, is the Good Club. In fact, this group of elites is at the top of it all, but how deep does it go? There are reports that this specific group of philanthropists and billionaires has secret meetings right in the heart of New York City. And just so you know how secret they are, not many people know of these meetings. People have even speculated that billionaires
Piece
like
of
Bill
shit.
Gates, Oprah
Bill
Winfrey,
Gates.
Warren Buffett, and David Rockefeller, among others, are part of this secret society. Even
course.
billionaires who are not so popular also make appearances at this club. This might leave you wondering how far this group goes and how many billionaires are involved. However, of all these names, the one that has the attention of everyone is Oprah Winfrey. Everyone knows who she is. She is a woman who has gone on to become one of the most successful on her own. She has done all she can to ensure she remains at the top. But even with all this success, there is a side of her that she
Guess who's falling from the top?
has chosen to keep secret from everyone, and it is now out. Yes, Oprah has a dark side. You see, the film Sound of Freedom exposes how some elites get new victims for trafficking, and even though Oprah's name has not really been mentioned in this film, someone who she has a close connection to has. Harvey Weinstein has been portrayed in this film, and we all know that Oprah is quite close to him. This is even with his reputation as a predator. In fact, if you dig a little deeper, there are claims that Oprah has even convinced some actors to work with him, which kind of makes her an accomplice to the reported misconduct. When you first hear this, you might think people are just making up stories. However, there is more to it. It goes without saying that such allegations would conflict with her character and persona, which she is known for around the world. But with that, some people claim that she has double standards, given her association with Harvey Weinstein. If you think this is reason enough to doubt her, there is more. One of the most questionable things that she has done is feature John of God, a known criminal, on her show.
God.
But why would she really do this? John of God is known to have had a healing facility in Brazil where many people sought spiritual guidance. However, this man had a whole different agenda than healing and guiding people. Eventually, his criminal activities became known. He was accused of so many evil things that people even questioned his name. But then again, he would use this name to lure people into his healing facility before trafficking them or assaulting them. When Oprah featured him in her show, she made him even more popular and gave him more victims. When people saw him on her show, they knew he was legitimate. However, most people who went there became victims of his crimes. What put him more in the spotlight was how much Oprah praised him in her articles and show. But people didn't realize that Oprah was praising a criminal.
Who is Oprah? I mean, did we really even know this bitch? Because sure in hell don't look like it. What the fuck is he doing there? Eye operation? Just because you're on Oprah Winfrey show doesn't make you a martyr. Alright? Doesn't make you invincible.
Criminal who would only end up doing worse things. Oprah tried to save herself by
Bye-bye,
expressing
Oprah.
sympathy to everyone who spoke up
I like
about what
Oprah,
John
just
of
like
God had
everybody
done to
else
them.
likes Oprah,
But
but-
nonetheless, the damage had already been done, and everyone thought that she was involved in all this. And as we all know, the internet never forgets. This is not the only controversy that Oprah has had to face. One of the greatest sources of controversy in her career is her South African school for girls. She claimed that Nelson Mandela inspired her when she opened this school in 2007. When Oprah opened it, she said she was honoring her promise to him. But little did she know that this school would raise a lot of controversies and theories that would haunt her throughout her career. The first person to attack this school was the South African government. The moment she opened the school, the government immediately began questioning the cost of the school. Moreover, they claimed that the school was too much for a country that was fighting poverty. However, as with Oprah's character, this did not waver her even one bit. Her strong will and character kept her going, making the school grow even more. Eventually, her school became known for luxurious salons and large gyms offering everything possible. But when this happened, the conspiracy theories kept growing. There were a lot of rumors that this school was the main hub for illegal human trafficking. A lot of people claim that the girls in this school were all being groomed for a life of exploitation. And even though investigations were opened, there was never any evidence of this. Instead of killing the rumors, they kept growing and spreading like wildfire. With time, the entire institution was filled with scandals and controversies. It got to a point where all the employees were looked into, just so they could find a
Take a
reason
breath,
to talk
bitch.
about it. All this caused strain on Oprah's career and institution, but she still got through it all. Oprah even brought her own investigators, but this didn't really rescue her from it.
Well, when you have $1 billion, you can pretty much make it through anything.
And now, with Mel Gibson's recent claims, I don't think people are going to forget about this anytime soon. Anyway, do you think these claims are true? Do you think Oprah is compliant with something much darker? Well, it seems like Hollywood is pretty evil behind the screens, right? But did you guys know how Ice Cube escaped being an evil Hollywood gatekeeper? Feel free to click on this video to...
No, I don't want to. But, yeah. Do I believe it? Yeah, I believe it. With the shit that's going on today, there ain't nothing I don't believe. The shit I've seen, there ain't nothing that I don't believe. When someone says, hey, I can make this finger disappear, end up on this hand, I would believe it until they proved me wrong. That's all it's going to be about this one. But next time, I'll see you on the next video. Until then, bye-bye.